Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Life and Death in Paradise. Very dramatic title. Crocs of the Caribbean. It's a 44-minute documentary from National Geographic. It's from 2020, and this is exactly what you want to think it is. It's not too surprising. It covers all different types of Crocs, how they move between different pieces of land in the West Indies and the Caribbean and everything else. And yes, there's a Pirates of the Caribbean reference within the first few sentences. They call one literally a pirate of the Caribbean, because why not? It also strays from dealing with Crocs. Sometimes they'll talk about capuchin monkeys and anacondas and other animals that they interact with. I think Komodo dragon shows up at one point. Like they'll spend a few minutes with them for a bit, and then they're like, oh, they don't get along, or this one's going to be dinner, or when the anaconda strikes and just wraps up the croc in its its body, and then eventually it just sort of after 2 hours gives up, and the croc just walks away because it can hold its breath for like 2 hours. Well, yeah, that's kind of surprising. It's beautifully shot. It has tons of detail. I mean, even this shot is kind of impressive, just how close they get. And you get to see the adorable little, scary little dinosaurs that they make when they hatch. Yes, these are essentially modern day dinosaurs. They've been around since that era, in some form or another. They might have been a bit scarier back then, but that doesn't make these any less scary. These guys are pretty intense looking. So ridgy and scaly, and yeah, it's unsettling. But yeah, it's I don't really, you get to see them. I don't know how they necessarily got some of this footage. I mean, it's in Cuba and Hispaniola, and just again, seriously, all throughout the Caribbean, that whole area. Like they follow one as it's going across the water, and then just sort of makes landfall and relaxes for a bit, and it's not very clinical. It's not very sciencey in how they explore all this. It's more just like a friendly narrator just telling you, well, this is how they work, and this is what they do, and this is, man, they gotta feed, and they don't get along too well with other gators. They don't share, not gators, like same thing, crocodiles. So yeah, there's not a whole lot for me to tell you on this. It is proof in advertising, and the title is absolutely correct in what it shows you. They're not deceiving you. And so if you love Crocs and you want to see them eat things whole, because that's what they got to do, yeah, show this. Maybe little kids might not be super. Like little ones might be a little bit frightened by it. Other kids will think it's cool, so cool, because these things are just, again, they're dinosaurs, in a sense. Yes, yeah. I know we keep talking about dinosaurs like millions of years old, but if we had dinosaurs these days, other than chickens, these guys would be it. So there's not a whole lot I can tell you. Yeah, if it's just one more documentary that's a bit over dramatized a little bit sometimes, like they do with sharks. Yeah, you probably won't get into it. But again, kids and people who love Crocs, definitely, it's one more thing to check out that isn't a shark video. So hey, we got that variety. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. And
213.
Dude, okay, like 218, 208, 213. well, okay. Did I really get okay, 213. I just had to make sure, because it's not a documentary. Holy cow. It's not a documentary. It's actually a series, a Disney Channel series that, yeah, I've never seen. So you'll discover tomorrow why. Well, you'll probably discover right now why, because it's not the kind of show that's made for me at my age. But we'll check it out anyway tomorrow with Liv and Maddie. Yes, Liv and Maddie on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.